So again, welcome back everybody. My name is Christine and I'm Corey, both PTs over here at UCSD. Today's class, we're definitely going to be focusing more on balance. So if you don't know already, we have three major balance systems. We have our vision, so our ability to see our surroundings. We have our vestibular system, so that deals with our inner ear and provides us with information about where our head is in space. And then our third one is proprioception, or our somatosensory system. So again, that's really helping our body know where we are in space. And it also gives us information on if you're on a compliant surface or a firm surface. So all three of those systems need to be working together in harmony to have good balance. So we're going to be really challenging and compromising each of those systems today. So we're going to do, is everybody okay if we do standing, or does somebody need to prefer a seated option? Sorry, Lisa, I know you muted everybody. Looks like, I think everybody's okay with standing. But if not, just shoot a message in the chat so we can give us the modified version, okay? So,
make some camera adjustments. Now I've just pulled up, I think. Oh. There we go.
All right, so I'm going to not be using the chair, and then Corey can have the chair next to her for some modifications in case you need that upper extremity support. So we're going to go ahead and we're going to start with just a dynamic warm-up, and then we're going to dive right into our balance class today. So I want you to take a nice wide base of support. We're going to start with some forward folds, warming up those hamstrings, our back. We're going to take a nice deep breath in, and then as you exhale, you're going to reach all the way down towards the floor. And then again, Corey's showing a modified version if you need it. Go ahead and turn your head right to left, up and down. You can even sway your trunk side to side to start loosening everything up. And then you're going to slowly come back up to standing, one vertebrae at a time. This is definitely challenging on your balance. So again, have that chair if you need it. One more deep breath. Inhale in, reach those arms up, and then you're gonna slowly forward fold. Shake it out down here. Do what feels good. And then you're gonna slowly roll back up into that standing position. Go ahead and roll those shoulders back. Squeeze those shoulder blades together, finish with good posture. And then the next one, we're gonna warm up, again, our spine, working on that axial mobility. You're gonna bring both hands straight out in front of you. I'm gonna have you reach and turn to the left. Corey and I are hitting the wall. And I want you to try and look at your hand as you reach behind you. And then you're gonna bring your hands together. And we're gonna turn and look to the right. Back together. We're gonna go 4 more times on each side. Here's 1 and 1. Good. Coming back 2. And if you need the chair, just hold onto it from the front and reach backwards. Good. We got 1 more on each side. Awesome. Hands back together. Relax them down by your side. Now we're going to warm up those hips. Again, this is going to challenge your single leg balance. So if you need the chair, hold on to it. You're going to bring your knee in, up, out, and then back down to the floor. And then we're going to switch legs. So again, you're lifting that knee up, bringing it across your body, out to the side, and then lowering it down. Good. So we're going to do 10 total. So here's 3 and 4. Whew. One of my hips is really tight. 5. Here's 6, 7, Here's 9 and one more, 10. Good. All right, nice wide base of support. We're gonna do a few exercises here to just loosen up our neck because we are gonna be turning our heads today. So I'm just gonna have you drop your chin down towards your chest and you're just gonna roll your head to the left and then to the right. And I want you to just go at your own pace, do what feels good. If one side feels a little bit more tight than the other, you can hold it there. And then we can just have you do a few more. Good, and then slowly bring that head back up. And we're just gonna do a big turn and look to the left. Try to keep your shoulders down. Coming back to center, big turn, look to the right. And then back to center. Okay, so all of these next exercises, you're gonna have a challenging base of support, but something that's doable. If you're losing your balance a lot during these tasks, yeah. I want you to try and modify your base of support a little bit. So I'm gonna go ahead and have my feet in a partial tandem. So if I turn to the side so you can see me, one foot is slightly in front of the other and my feet are touching. So again, if you need to have your feet all the way apart or just touching close together, whatever you want, this is where you're gonna be at for these next few exercises. Have that chair right in front of you if you need it. If you have any loss of balance, you can grab onto it. So what we're gonna do, go ahead, pick that challenging base of support. We're gonna be doing full head turns, all the way to the left and all the way to the right. And I want your eyes to be going with your head. Try not to fixate on a target in front of you. We're gonna do 5 in a row. So here we go. I'm gonna have you look all the way to the left.
And if you're seated, just make sure that you're far enough away from your backrest. So no leaning against your backrest. Try to get a little unsupported. That way you can challenge your core and also your sitting balance with these.
Yeah, there. All right, so we're gonna look all the way to the left and then all the way to the right for 1. Coming back to the left. Looking to the right for 2. Here's number 3. Good. Here's number 4. And 1 more. All the way to the left, all the way to the right. So take a little note to yourself. Was that fairly easy? Were you swaying at all? If it was easy, try and make it a little bit more challenging. So that was easy for me. So I'm gonna come into a more full tandem stance. And now we're gonna look up and down. So again, your eyes are going with your head. 5 in a row here, so look up and down for 1. Up and down for 2. Keep going. Up and down, that's 3. Up and down, that's 4. Up and down, that's 5. Good. All right, so we're gonna go right back to that one more time. We're gonna do full head turns right to left. So here we go. You're gonna look all the way to the left, all the way to the right. That's 1. And here's 2. Here's 3. 4. And last one here. 5. Good. All right. It's okay if your body's just moving a little bit. You should feel your ankles working. Maybe your hips are helping you maintain stability. So now we're going to look all the way up, all the way down. If you want to switch your stance, if you had your left foot forward, you can now put your right foot forward. Again, assume that challenging base of support. Here we go. We're going to look all the way up and down. Up and down. That's 2. Keep going. There's 3. 4. And 5. Good. Okay. Shake those legs out if you need it. Now we are going to go into a march. Again, if you need to hold on to the chair, you can. But I want you to think of really lifting those knees up nice and high. The higher your knees are, the more you're challenging your single leg stance. And now we're going to throw in those full head turns right to left. We're going to do 10 times here. You ready? So we're looking all the way to the left, all the way to the right. That's one. Keep going. Left and right for 2. Left and right for 3. Left and right for 4. Here's 5 and 6. 7 and 8. Here's 9 and 10. Good. And relax for a moment. Hope everybody's doing okay. I see high knees. I see marching. So now we're going to throw in that head nod up and down. All right. So if you're ready, start getting those knees up nice and high. We're going to go 10 in a row. So look up and down for 1. Up and down for 2. Up and down for 3. Up and down for 4. Ooh, throw me up a little bit. Here's 5. Up and down. 6. Up and down. 7. Up and down. 8. Up and down. 9. Last one. Up and down for 10. Good. All right. Stabilize yourself if you need to. Sometimes head turns can make us feel a little bit more dizzy or a little bit more off balance. So stagger that stance or get your nice wide base of support. So our next one, we're going to be doing a dynamic stepping. Again, I'm going to encourage you to try and, take big steps. We always want to make sure we have big amplitude, and then we're going to throw in our arms as well. So what we're going to do is we're going to take a big step forward with our left foot. I'm going to have you reach your arms out to the side, and then we're going to bring our hands and our feet back together. You're going to take a big step out to the side next, and you're going to reach up and over in the opposite direction. Then you're going to bring your feet together, and then we're going to do a big step back, and you're going to shoot those arms straight out in front of you. Okay? And then we're going to do the same thing on the opposite side. We're going to do 10 in a row. If you need the chair, go ahead and grab onto it with one hand. So if you're ready, go ahead and join me. You're going to step forward, bring those arms out to the side, feet together, step out, reach up and over, feet together, step back, arms coming forward, that's 1. Here we go again. Big step forward, together,
Stay on the same side.
out, yeah, together, back, together for 2, again, forward, together, side, together, back, together, that's 3, forward, together, to the side, together, back, together, that's 4, 5, 4, lost count, forward, together, to the side, together, back, together, that's 5, keep going, forward, together, to the side, together, back, together, there's 6, forward, together, to the side, together, back, together, that's 7, forward, together, to the side, together, back, together, that's 8. These last few, I'm not going to say anything, so try and recall this sequence. That's 9. Good. And 10. All right, same thing, opposite leg. So again, we're gonna go forward together. You're gonna step out to the side, big reach up and over to that opposite direction now, and then back, throwing those arms forward. Okay, here we go. Forward, together, side, together, back, together. That was one. Forward, together, side, together, back, together. Two, forward, together, side, together, back, together. Three, forward, together, side, together, back, together. That's four. Forward, together, side, together, back, together. That's five. All right, 5 in a row now. I'm not going to say anything. That's 6. 7. 8. 9, last one. 10. Awesome job, everybody. Good job.
Nice job.
Challenging your cognition, trying to recall that sequence. All right.
All right, so as Christine started before, you want to pick your challenging base of support. So think about back to the last one that we did with those initial head turns and decide which the support base is going to be challenging for you. So I'm going to go a little bit further. I'm really going to challenge myself and put my feet directly in front of each other, okay? So if you can't quite do that and maintain just standing, again, adjust your support. You can put a little space between your heel and your toe, bring it back, keep your feet together. Just find something that's going to challenge you a little bit. Okay, so whoop. One foot in front of the other for me. We're gonna start with our hands clasped down at your hip, and you're going to bring your arms up and across your body. Now, if this feels pretty difficult for you, I want you to find a point kind of straight ahead that you can focus on. If this feels easy for you, then keep your eyes focused on your hands and allow your head and your eyes to move with your arms. That's going to make it more challenging. Okay, let's try doing 10. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and if you lose your balance like I just did, reset and recover. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice job. Take a second, kind of march it out. If you are in a staggered foot position, make sure you switch them. And we're going to go from the opposite direction. So down to the opposite hip and then up across your body again. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. This way's way harder for me. 9, 10. Nice job. All right, kind of shake it out. This is one of my favorite exercises. One of Christine's favorite exercises. I like it. It's really challenging on your balance. It is challenging. And if you're a little bit dizzy, again, give yourself a break and go slower if you need to, okay? You don't necessarily have to keep up with our pace. All right, here we go again, one more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Good job. Switch feet if you need to, and then switch sides. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, last one, 10. All right, very good. I have to work really hard when I have my right foot back. Okay, so the next one we're gonna work on is some squats, okay? So same thing, we can change up your base of support to make it a little bit more challenging for your balance. If you are not comfortable with squatting, you can do a full sit to stand using the chair, or Christine's gonna show you how to do it from a sitting position, okay? But what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put one foot, again, slightly in front of the other. So I have my left foot positioned slightly in front of my right foot, but still a space in between, about hip width apart. And then we're just going to do squats. So we'll try doing 10, okay? So you're just gonna bend your knees. So that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good. Now we're going to switch. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Corey's knees are cracking. They do that. All right. So we'll switch back. All right, here we go again. One more time. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Shake it out, catch your breath. We got 10 more the opposite way. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good. All right. Next one we're going to try is tandem walking, okay? So everybody likes to say that this one's the sobriety test. So if you have a countertop nearby, your sturdy chair, table, whatever you have, or a good wall, you can stand next to that because this one's sometimes difficult for people. Okay, so if you're standing, we're gonna try to put heel, toe together, okay? If that's too hard, you can bring a space in between. So again, keeping my foot out a little bit, but walking with a narrowed base of support. So I know it's probably hard to see my feet, but again, you can keep them staggered like so. So a space in between the heel and the toe instead of going directly in front, or narrow your base, keep a space directly in front, but not keeping them together. So let's try it.
And if you're sitting, again, scoot towards the edge so you're not leaning on your backrest. And you're just gonna try and switch your feet and put them into that tandem stance, and then switch your feet and put it into that tandem stance. So I'm just gonna walk the length of our screen.
And if that's easy for you, you can also go backwards.
Good job, Corey.
Working on my balance. Very good. Let's go another round. So I'm going to walk forward and then backwards. I see everyone working on it.
Yes. Definitely a common one, right? That your neurologist makes you do. Try and stand with the tandem stance, one foot right in front of the other.
And again, if that's something that you have difficulty with, then you just need to practice it, right? So just how we were doing before, just practicing, even just standing with one foot in front of the other, because you're going to be more successful, obviously, at walking if you can stand and maintain your stance, then start to walk. Very good. We'll do one more round.
Sure.
Like everyone's still with me. Let's do one more round.
If you can, challenge yourself. See if you can do it backwards now.
And if you can't, like we said, practice. Work on it. Very good.
Nice. See everybody tandem walking.
You guys will be pros. All your neurologists will be impressed. All right. So the next one we're going to work on is some practicing of your balance with your eyes closed, which is something we haven't done yet in this class. So like Christine said, vision is a large part of our balance, especially as we get older, we rely more heavily on our eyes to maintain our balance. So it's a good thing to practice low vision, or in this case, no vision, because thinking about nighttime, right? It's dark, you can't rely on your vision as heavily, as well as everyone's favorite scenario is in the shower. So most of the time we're closing our eyes and standing in the shower. So that can be a place that a lot of people feel, less confident in their balance or have had falls in the bathroom. So something we definitely want to work on. So like before, chair nearby or your wall. I'm going to stand next to the wall here. And you're going to, again, determine a foot position that's challenging for you. So if standing in this tandem position, you are already losing your balance quite a bit. Let's bring that back a little bit, because once you close your eyes, you'll see how difficult it can be, okay? I'm gonna be brave and I'm gonna try mine in full tandem again, really work on my balance. Christine's in full tandem in the chair. And we're just going to close our eyes and try to hold that position for 30 seconds. All right, so count out loud. Sure. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Nice job. You can open your eyes and bring your feet apart. How'd everyone do with that? Give me a thumbs up if you did okay. I see thumbs up. Good. Okay, we're gonna practice it again. So because I have my feet in that tandem stance, I'm going to switch, kind of reset again, and then close my eyes for a count of 30. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very good. 30 seconds feels like forever. 30 seconds is the longest when you're watching the microwave and exercising. One of my favorite quotes, and it's true. Okay, so we'll take a break from that a second, and then we're gonna try marching with our eyes closed. So the trick with this one, or what we can look at with this one, is whether you start marching and you end up facing the opposite direction of where you started. So that can be an indication that your vestibular system isn't as strong as you'd want it to be. So you're unable to hold that position. So if you need to, touch the wall, touch your chair, have at least a finger on it so you know where you are for your safety. And we're going to try marching in place with our eyes closed. Christine will be doing the same in the sitting position, okay? All right, here we go. Let's do 20. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. All right, open your eyes, kind of see how you did. If you spun all the way around in a circle, it's something we're gonna wanna work on. All right, let's go back to our just standing with eyes closed. So if the position that you picked the first time around didn't feel very challenging to you, try to go a little bit more. So put a little bit more in front of the other, or if you were wide, bring those feet together. And let's do it again for a count of 30. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice job. Open your eyes, reset the feet, and switch. All right, and once you're ready, 30 more seconds. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Very good. All right, shake it out. And then we'll do one more round of the marches with your eyes closed. All right, here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. Good job.
Nice. Awesome job, everyone.
Everyone feels like their balance was challenged today. All right, so now we're gonna move into the cool down. So we're gonna do some power moves, but the slow, controlled movements, and kind of hold them. So that way we can get a little bit of a stretch through our bodies, okay? So these are all familiar to you, or should be at this point. So we're just gonna hold them for a little longer. All right, so we'll start with the power up. So here, you're standing, you can also put your hands on your knees. Really push through your shoulders.
Hands on your knees.
Cracks. Christine's cracking. You can also just kind of lean down a little bit. That can help stretch your low back too in this position. If it's too hard for you to maintain that, you can also use the chair, kind of how we started class today. And then you're gonna come up nice and slow. Squeeze those shoulders together. And we'll repeat that again. So head come down. Whatever feels good to you, whatever your body needs, kind of give it what it needs. And then up nice and slow. Shoulders back and squeeze. 2. Down. And up. 3. And 4. 5.
Go to 10.
Yeah, go on to 10.
Okay.
6. This feels good on my low back when I'm down here. 7. 8. 9. Last one. 10. Very good. So now we'll move into the rock. So this is that lean and stretch out. Kind of hold that. Good. And again, since we're focusing a lot on the stretching, let's go the other way. You don't necessarily have to worry so much about the balance part. Again, have your chair handy. Really work on trying to get a stretch through your side. 2. 3. 4. 5. 6. Reach as far as you can. 7. 8. 9. 10. Nice job. Now it's the twist. So you start in that T position and you're gonna rotate, let your hips come with you. 1, 2, and each time try to go a little bit further. 3, 4.
Can you reach behind you?
5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Nice job. Roll loose. All right. Last is the step. Okay. So we're gonna step out to the side again, reaching, and I'm really gonna kind of stretch into my knee that's stepping, my stepping foot, and you'll get a stretch kind of in through that thigh, the opposite thigh. Good. And then come back. In Christine's lap.
It's okay.
2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9,
Last one.
10. Nice job.
Awesome job, everyone.
All right, good job, everyone. Like I said, I hope all of your balance was challenged. Everyone have a nice Thanksgiving.